to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaha Kodash. I want to give double honor to that apostle, and that was a great millstone of rule well. Peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, and all truth and sincerity. It's the brother Mattathiah from the GMS Virginia camp, coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is the true, holy, powerful name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. Bahashem is in the name of the Lord willing. This will be a edifying short lesson, all right? And as you see on your screen, this is a video from the channel Tate Therapy, starring Andrew Tate on the Fellows podcast, and I will put the link to this video in the description box. And this is just a short clip, and he actually talks about how he was approached, concerning the influence he has on the public, all right, concerning his different podcasts, his different channels, all right, him being, shown on these different, also these different podcasts and different channels of these other YouTubers, Fresh and Fit, No Jumper, all these, different podcast channels, and, has a very high following, very high influence, all right. And first I want to play this clip. I'm just going to play the beginning of it, and then, we're going to go into it. So without further ado, here we go.
Last night, right? Fucking, can I say this?
Free speech.
You can cut it. If you want to cut it afterwards.
You want, yeah.
You're an advocate.
So last night, right? So I'm in London. Because you guys say, like, I didn't sleep. I was drinking last night as well. So I have a hangover, too. As you can tell, I'm not completely on form.
Yeah. What, did you go, you went to club? No, well, that does not seem true.
No, so I was last night, and I got a message on Instagram from some guy I used to know for a long time, et cetera, et cetera. He goes, hey, let's have a cigar. I said, okay, cool, let's have a cigar. We met, we had a cigar. And he said, hey, man, I just want to show you some videos. He showed me some videos of him with some very famous people. I won't say their names, some famous people. And he said, bro, you need to be careful. I was like, what? He goes, when I was hanging around with these people, I won't tell the story of how he knows them, blah, blah, blah. He was saying they had to sell their soul to a degree to get that level of influence. These are like some of those famous people.
Yeah.
He's saying that the people who are in charge of controlling the narrative don't like people who have a huge, huge influence who they don't control to some degree. And the internet's changed that, but still, people who have a massive influence over populations and society, they want to control one way or another, and you need to be very...
Yeah, so you heard what he said. He said, the person that approached him, basically was going into how these people that you see on the media, you see in Hollywood, that you see in these, in the limelight, in these so-called positions of power, have basically sold their soul to receive that type of fame, okay? That type of notoriety, that so-called type of success, all right? And they are controlled, all right? And he also said that the elites, do not, they really don't like these people that have a great following, a great number of followers, that have heavy influence upon the people that they are not controlling, so to speak, okay, or have a heavy influence on that particular person, okay, and control them to a certain degree so they can use that person's influence, okay, to persuade the masses, all right. And that's why you see, people get taken out, man, okay. These, all of a sudden, these ridiculous deaths, okay, suicides, all right, these different things that all of a sudden happen out of nowhere, okay, because the elites, that's how they work, man, okay, these people get taken out, okay, even people that get approached by these different groups that are not willing to get down, okay, that don't want to join, okay, if they're affecting this devil's agenda and his plans and his narrative that he is trying to control, that's a problem to him, okay, and he's going to act upon it if you're not trying to join or cross onto his side, okay.
Be careful. And I was like, I kind of knew all this. All right,
Yeah.
G, don't worry about it. He goes, no, but you've blown up big. Don't worry about it. I was like, all right, cool. And then about 4 hours after this conversation, maybe about 2 a.m. last night, I got a message on my WhatsApp saying, "Hey, my name is XX. I'm friend of."
And that's how these groups do it, man. They use somebody that's close to you to approach you first, tell you a little bit information, get your feedback, get them to feel you and how you feel about the situation, and then they report back to their heads. They report back, to their group leader, so to speak, and say, okay, I approached him, I told him this, I told him that, I put a little word in his ear, blah blah blah, and usually those heads of particular groups going into these different, societies, they'll send an email out, okay, or some type of message, this and that, and seeing if you bite. And it's usually, hey, come out to this party, private island, this mansion, this and that, interview, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's continue on in this video.
This guy is where I got your number. We want to invite you to a private party. There's a private island we want to invite you to.
Not a private island, bro. We can't be doing these.
Yeah, and they love using the private islands, okay? Because going into a lot of these islands, have you ever heard of, I forgot what it's called, it's something about certain particular oceans, when you go far enough into the ocean, certain laws cease to exist like they do on land. I'm pretty sure it's called open, I forgot the name of it, Salaki, it'll come to me eventually. But, some of these, if you go far enough out in the ocean, certain laws, don't exist like they do on land, okay? Or do not carry the same amount of weight, so to speak. And that pertains to these islands as well. These islands that are far out in these different remote areas, okay? It's not the same jurisdiction, okay? Some of these islands might be in between, one country and another country, so they like getting these private islands because technically they can do more, so to speak, all right? And, it's more of an enclosed, private, they don't have to worry about, being spotted by different people, okay? Which brings their control even more, because when these people go to these private islands, they feel some type of way, because now you're on a private island, you're around these bunch of people. You don't have that, I just want to leave, I'm just going to go, or, this and that. You're almost kind of stuck there, to a certain extent, all right? Which, makes the heaviness even more heavier, if that makes any sense.
Islands no more, man.
It can't be an Epstein Island, bro.
We can't. If we find out you're up to.
I'm telling you now on the podcast to show everyone I'm not fucking doing it. But if I get smoked, you know why?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
And this devil has certain podcasts set up so these people in these positions that they're in can really they can really get their thoughts and feedback and how they feel about certain situations. That's why these people on these different podcasts and interview shows ask these particular questions to these people that are successful on YouTube or have a successful business, this, that, and so forth, man. And they also use it for the ones that even sold their soul, man. Okay, they'll have them on these particular shows, podcasts, interviews, and ask them particular questions to see if they'll really keep their mouth shut, okay, or to see if they'll tell too much. To see if they'll go against the agenda, go against what they signed for on that dotted line, And, hey, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, we've been telling you, Jakes, man, this is how Hollywood operates, man, okay? You want to climb that ladder of success, well, you can only go but so high. You can only but go so far. Eventually, you're going to come at the end of the road where you're going to have to, eventually either go back down that ladder, all right, choose a different route, or go through that golden door, so to speak, which is bowing down to these devils, man, selling out, okay, participating in all types of wicked, abominable acts, and basically signing on that dotted line that you're going to be willing to push, whatever the powers that be declare unto you to push, to persuade to the public, man, okay? Now, I want to go to, matter of fact, Salaki, let's go. I got two scriptures I want to bring out, all right? Because these elites, man, they want to be like the Most High. They want to completely control everything. They want to control the narrative. They want to control these people's minds, all right? They want complete control, and they never can be satisfied, man, all right? This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be coming a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's right, that man of sin is being revealed. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. Through the men that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has set up all over the four corners of the earth, man. We're revealing who this man is. We're lifting the mask off, this devil, man. All right. It says, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh and that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, So he's basically showing himself that, okay, y'all have to bow down to me. I control everything. I'm the power. All right. If you want this, you have to go through me. Okay. And even furthermore, when they push this charagma, all right, they're literally going to be able to control the minds of the people, man. Literally, all right? Control your thoughts, your actions, all right? Everything about you, man. All right? That battery in the back, all right? That complete robot. And that's how these elites want these people, man. They want them as robots, okay? Now, I want to jump over to Matthew chapter 16. Let's go down to verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Okay? And you have, a lot of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are trying to save their life, that are chasing success, that are willing to sell out for a little bit of money, a little bit of fame, a little bit of crumbs. Okay? Because millions of dollars is nothing but crumbs to these elites, man. The super rich. 10s, 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars is nothing to them, man. Okay? It says, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world? That's right, money, fame, success, mansions, cars, women, all right? Your own show, your own album, all right? Gold chains and all that comes with, fame, so to speak. It says, and lose his own soul, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his work. That's right, a reward is coming to every man according to his works, whether it be good or bad. And some of those rewards, they're not going to be good, all right? Some of you jakes are going to receive a reward that you don't want, okay? You're going to receive a nuke. You're going to receive that concentrated fire, man, all right? You're going to receive death, okay? Because you wanted to bow down to this man. You wanted to save your life. You wanted to try to receive and approach and strive for rest on this side when it's not going to come. All right. It says, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Okay. That's right. And we strive and pray and hope that we're part of those men that don't taste death, man. Okay, that get beamed up into those ships, man. All right, and I'm a little willing. I'll remember to put the link in the description box, and you can check this this video. It's only 9 days old. I tried to find I didn't really search for the channel, but I clicked on the link of the main channel that this was on, and it didn't come up. It said, I guess they removed the video. So, I'm gonna put this link in the description box. Lord willing, I'll be able to find the main link to the whole podcast and put in the description box as well. To the next time, shalom.